Hey everyone, it's JLT. Welcome to episode number 1 of the first season here of the AC Charge. This is my first series on FM17, and we are going to be taking AC Milan hopefully back to the top of Serie A, where over the last 10 or so years, Juventus and Inter Milan have been the most dominant teams. So, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back, and let's get going. I'm going to sort of just go through what's new because everything's new. I've already been in the game and sort of added a few preferences to what I prefer, and hopefully we're going to have a good time here. But as the minute we sort of just started in, there's me, but basically nothing critical new here. Let's have a look. Attend the meeting. Let's do this. Welcome to Rosaneri. I'd like to take a few minutes to welcome you to the club. Great. Let's get the meeting started. Yes, I'd like to learn more about the club. This is all the same as last year from what I can remember. No, I'm happy with just playing attacking football. Yes, we can meet the journalists. Thank you for introducing me. Okay, so on to the assistant manager. Good opportunity to evaluate the squad. Yep, that's fine. Happy to do that. Yeah, do that. Great benefits. Yes, we can meet the backroom staff. And something I personally do is I'm not the biggest fan of doing the interviews and friendlies. My assistant can arrange and do himself. So that's going to be it for there. But transfer. Well, that's the one thing with Italian teams, you've got a lot of players out on loan. AC Milan non-EU player transfer allowance for this season. Okay, I've never managed in Italy, so this is all new to me. Based on league rules, the non-EU transfers allowance for this season is 2. One of the non-EU players signed will only be eligible for the non-EU slot if he has played at least 5 matches for his national team. Okay, I've been called up at least twice during last season. Okay, I've already filled the 2 non-EU spot, meaning they can't apply anyone until next season. Players who fill the spots are Jose Susan, Gustavo Gomez, with the eligible restrictions for this season. Okay, so basically don't buy anyone who's not EU. But this is all new as well as... Yes, that's fine. Yeah, actually makes everything a lot more easier to see and read. And there's just a background club, 7 Champions Leagues, 18 Serie A, all in the early mid-90s mainly. European Cup winners. Is that the old Champions League? The UEFA Cup, Super Cups, International Cups, Serie B, and Italian Cups. So let's hopefully take them back to top of Italy and sort of interrupt this dominance by Juventus and Inter. We have an aggressive and committed squad. 4 players who can play left back. Let's have a look at the weaknesses. Lack of depth in position beyond Donnarumma, who's going to be our goalkeeper. Lack of depth at right back. Better than back as striker. We've only got about 5 million in the transfer budget and 40k in the wages. Let's have a quick look. Yeah. So if we're going to want to strengthen, we're going to have to sell to start with. And if you have a look, this is a tactic I'm most likely going to be starting off with as a 4-2-3-1. And there's a few players I'm happy to try and move on in. Players like Luis Adriano, who's 29. Okay, he's a good striker, but if I can move him on, get 92k back in the wages and 1 million, yeah, if I can move him on, even better. Players like Bertolacci will be playing at some point. Yeah, put him into there actually. Descherio is going to be our starting right back. Manlolis centre back. Zapta, I'm probably going to look at trying to get a young replacement for him because he's 29. He's very good, Colombian, but he'll be a good player for us. How long's he injured for? 2 to 3 months at the minute. Antonio, I want a new left back as well. Poli and Montalivo as our centre mids. We're going to need a replacement for Montalivo soon, due to him being 31 and probably going to be retiring next season or so. Niang, I'd like to get another right winger, because Niang's not the best right wing there is. He's naturally a striker. Honda in the centre mid. Effectively, the AC Milan squad is actually quite old, which is going to be the slight problem we've got. Is going to have to try and move a few players out to bring in some younger players to be able to strengthen and go on, hopefully be able to challenge this year. Yeah, that seems like a good place. As you can see from our under 18, we've got tons of players. This what's it, a view I've set up that gives me the information I want to know. It's very, very simple. Just got the assistant's current ability opinion, his potential ability opinion, position, average rating for matches, goals scored and assists. It's all I've added in really, and there might be one more I add in later on, but I'm not sure. But by the look of it, there's two players I want to bring into the first team as soon as I can. Keach and Mastor. As you can tell, I've also changed the colours on here to make things a lot more easier for me to read. In terms of the colours, green is 15 and above, so excellent. Blue is from 10 to 14, and then it's just yellow for, I think it's 5 to 9, and then the rest is like white. Just to sort of show which stats are his best. So Mastor's going to be someone I want to bring up. I can't bring him back on loan this season because of his loan deal. He won't be able to return till next season. Bellucci looks like he could be quite good as well, but can I bring him back? Transfer? No, I can't recall him either. So he's a goalkeeper, not one I wanted to click. Right back, Calbury. Looks like he could be quite good for us next season as well, if I can just get his training sorted. Put him on the fullback role, and hopefully he can improve as well. But he looks quite good as it is, so he might be getting some first team football this year. And there was one more I just saw, Jose Mauri. He's quite a good player who I would like to bring back in, but he's all the loan deals at the minute I've found, you can't bring them back from loan, so effectively they're going to be all sort of next season's sort of players. So at the minute, if we have a look at what the board want us to do, say they want us to qualify for the Europa League, happy to try and do that this season. The squad needs a good rebuild, and hopefully it's going to be a good chance for us to sort of get some young Italians in, bring up the squad a bit. I'm not sticking to solely Italian players, but I will be sort of trying to get Italians if I can, but I will be branching out. In effect, I'm not going to be going for many non-EU players. They're going to be mainly all based in Europe. So, Italian Super Cup, they want 9.9 points. So effectively, they want us to focus on league and qualify for the Europa Cup. Happy to do that this season. If we can get top 4, even better. But the squad is going to need quite a bit of work. In terms of staff, we've got absolutely shocking. Our scouts are apparently okay, and we've got 3 videos, so we're going to have to sort this out. Oh no, we actually haven't got any videos onto this. I still have no idea what these data analysts actually do, but that is something we can learn as we go along. And coaches, well, I'm going to be redoing the coaching staff to go through this as well. So, first sort of game-wise, we've got the Super Cup against Juventus. So I'm going to carry on, go through the friendlies, go through up to this point, see about some transfers and getting players out and moving players in. So I'll see you in a minute for when we come back for the Juventus game. Right, and we're back, guys. So as you can see on the screen, we're apparently 5-2 favourites to win the league. So that's going to be an interesting one to see what happens, but I highly doubt it. But let's have a quick look through for the transfers. We've sold £79 million worth of player in Jose Sosa. Has gone off. He's just wasn't going to use him. He's quite a bit older. He's 31. I got 7.5 million for him. Wasn't going to complain. Luis Adriano went to Everton for 12 million. He's valued at 13, but he's 29, and I didn't really want to play him that much. I wanted to sort of give you the chance. I wasn't planning on selling Carlos Bacca, but I've sold him simply. He's valued at 36 there, but they came in with an offer, and it's like 20 something up front, which will rise to 49 with instalments. Oh no, it's 40 million we've gotten so far, with 49 million, which can go up to 49 million with the add-on. Excuse me. So I actually like this bit. It actually helps me, it sort of breaks it down a bit easier for you. Suso wasn't planning on selling either, but they came in with an offer, or they inquired about him, so I said how much. They asked how much. I went 20. They came out of 18.25. I'm not going to argue. I'll let him go for that. We've loaned out David Calabria, who's a very good young right back. He's going to get quite a bit of first team football, and hopefully going to improve and come back into our first team for next season. And we've loaned out Ellie, who's gone to Bournemouth. So hopefully they can get some first team football between them, and they will improve. So on to the ins. We've got 3 players who are moved in indefinitely. Bruno Martella, young 23-year-old, can play all the way down the left side, very good. He's going to be my backup left back, but he looks like he can do adequate anywhere along that side. Apparently he's only 2.5 star rating, but I see him as better than that. But the ratings never mean much anyway. I sort of use it as a guide, and then I judge on what the attributes say anyway. Then we've gone. I need a new striker, so we sold Adriano and Bacca. So Belotti was my #1 target. One of the best young Italian strikers there is at the minute. Going to be a very good player, and looks like he can do a very good job for us. So we then moved on to looking for a backup right wing / left wing / all the way across the front line sort of player, and I found Griffo here, who came in for a little bit of a fee. I think it was what, 14 million up to 20. Going to do us a good job from Freiburg, and he's going to be the backup to our left and right wingers, who are Bonaventura and Niang. So they look like they're very good players. There's still room for 1 or 2 more maybe to come in. I'm still looking for maybe a centre back, but I don't really want to buy someone who's not going to be worth it long run, so I might just wait till January and see how we're doing. But if you look at here, we've also got Federico Bonazzoli coming in as well next season, who looks like he's a very good young striker as well, who's going to be a very good backup to Belotti. So he's coming in. I've paid for him 2.7 million initial fee, and go to 3 million for that sort of quality player at 19. I'm quite happy to pay that. So we're going to jump straight into this game against Juventus in the Italian Super Cup final. So we're going to get going. They're playing a 4-3-1-2, and it's going to be quite interesting because there's no Dybala in that lineup there. This is roughly going to be the team we're going with, but as you've seen, Niang's picked up a knock, so Griffo's going to get his debut as well. Let's bring all these onto the bench, and there, take out him, and him. I'm not fussed about them being in order at the minute, but Honda's picked up a knock. Let's bring Fernandez in as well. Let's go with this, see how the tactic goes, and see what we can do to adjust it up for next time. But generally looks relatively strong from what I'm happy with. They're playing Daniel Alves, Bonucci, Rugani, Patrick Evra, Asamoah, Pinder, Hernandez, Mosti, Pajak, and Mandzukic. Yeah, don't have Dybala. Is he injured? We'll have a look at that after the game, but we're going to get in and see what we can do. I haven't put any instructions in. Okay, bear with me 1 minute. Tactics. I know. I'll deal with this first. We're going to exploit the wings. What did I do? There's going to be whipped crosses, more direct passing, and just do it as that for now because I can't remember what I set in that. I missed the team talk, but we're gonna just hopefully be able to get a good result here and see how well we can improve. I don't know what the settings are at, which are just my standard settings for pretty much every save, and I've already gone through and sort of set them all up due to I started a save last night as soon as this came out, just to have a look at sort of what the match engine was like, how the game looked in general. As we were talking, we're almost scoring Bonaventura there, but Bonucci gets the block in. And yeah, I sort of had a look last night, set everything up, sort of put in this, set up how I want it, put the match stats up, and sort of just get everything preset ready for this series. So as it's going, it's an interesting game. We've had the best chances so far by the look of it, and they're coming forward now with Mandzukic, and can we stop him? And luckily, he just hoofs it wide, and nothing coming from that at all. I'm going very much with the youth, with like Donnarumma, who is going to be an absolute star for us, I hope. He's just on a new contract as well to keep him here for the next 4 years or so. And I've added in an additional contract extension. So he's definitely staying here no matter what. And hopefully going to be a mainstay in our team while we're trying to rebuild the Rossoneri. Ball in Belotti. Is he offside? Oh, he's offside. That's would have been a perfect start in terms of scoring, but I didn't want him to be offside when it went in. Oh, that's unlucky. But they're sort of dominating the possession, which with it being Juventus, you expect that. But we're going to really try and hammer them in terms of not conceding too many. I'd like to have a good first game. My stomach's going up and down in a minute. I haven't eaten yet, and it's 10:15. Probably should go eat something in a minute, but this is more important, really. In terms of our players, they're not playing very well. Well, I didn't give them a team talk, so it hasn't hindered us in terms of not conceding, but come on, let's see if we can get this to go. Not more to come from you. Now do. And hopefully we'll see what happens. I don't quite know who I can bring on. Kuka maybe? Who's that? That's Martella. Gomez. Honda I might bring on. But I like the way they set this up in terms of the way you can see all the attributes on that now. The match engine run really smooth from what I've been able to see. And they're going to almost concede, and it goes rocking over the top of the bar. Can we get forward? Because we haven't done anything since the half-time whistle's gone. And they're playing very narrow with that 3 in the middle, and our players at the top of the pitch aren't doing a great deal. I have to make some subs in a minute and see what we can change up. I'm actually going to change this and see what. This is something I found yesterday as well. What focus of attacks, or where we're focusing our attacks down. Ours are all coming down the left hand side, and theirs are pretty much down the middle. But with their formation, you expect that. Let's make some subs now because nothing's really happening in terms of on the pitch. We don't really have a great deal. I think Kuka can come on for Bonaventura, and Matty can come off for Honda. He's quite tired, but got to risk something in this. Let's do that. Team instructions, exploit the flanks. Let's put it to play narrow, but exploit the wings. Something's happening. Asamoah gets the ball off. I don't know who it was, and Mosti. Like the player, I didn't know who the hell he was. But they're playing quite well. We've had quite a decent amount of shots so far, 17. We could have done with a few more on target, but we're going to hopefully try and get this. Can we nick it off them? No, they almost score there. Our defence was ripped apart in that moment. Right, let's go to advanced tactics because I want to load up that one, which is a preset one I made yesterday. Which is basically the same thing, just slightly different roles and just different team instructions basically. So we're going to go with that and hopefully see if that will do a little bit better and see how it happens to work, because nothing's happening so far, and this has been a very boring game for our first one in FM 17, but it's better than losing our first game, to be honest. Skelio into Griffo, Honda, Polly, then to Romaglio, Deskelio, Griffo, Honda. This is looking good. Into Polly, tries the shot, but Hernandez blocks it. Keenan Mossy plays it up for Piat. Romagnoli tackled him in the box. Should have left him for the player coming across. He's going to get a red card for that. No, he's not. Paletti gets a yellow. What's he getting a yellow card for? Oh, Romagnoli is getting a yellow. This is going to be disappointing, conceding a penalty on the 91st minute and really not having much luck there. Disappointing. Donnarumma couldn't save it, but it's been an interesting first game. It's a cup that we're not overly fussed about. Would have liked to have won it, but we've done quite well since it's our first game in charge. The team are still getting used to each other and learning the tactic, but the match highlight is taking ages to load. But I love this new camera angle, the behind goal low. Just makes seeing the goal so much better, and Donnarumma got so close to that, and we've got one last attack. Griffo puts in, and we've scored. We've equalised it back up within probably the last kick of half. And what a way to respond. I was not expecting to have that happen there after they had that penalty. Griffo plays the ball up and Paletta just jumps and nods it, and I'm assuming it's Buffon in goal, doesn't get near it, and that's what a lovely goal there. And we're going to have to go to extra time and really try and see if we can improve. And oh, don't want to do that, my bad. I clicked the minimise button by mistake. Can we nick this at the death now in the extra time? And everything's happened in the last 5 minutes. Evra's knocked it out of play. We've got one side. Bring on Gomez, maybe. Take off Romagnoli. He's playing on a 6.2 and he's not having the best of games. But that's what I'm considering right now. Yeah, let's bring Romagnoli off. I don't want him to give away a penalty or anything else again. In terms of going forward, we don't really have many options at the minute, which is something I'm looking to address and add in a couple of extra players to the team. But having players out on loan that I don't want out on loan is annoying. That I can't recall any of them and have them in my squad because I want to play them. Like Happy Mastor or Hatchim Mastorm. I want to have him in my first team, but he's not going to be till next season due to having a non-recall clause in his loan. It's just a little bit of a pain because he would be an excellent player for this system that I want to play. They've got a free kick corner, and Donnarumma saves it. Oh, what a save off the line! And I want to see a replay of that. Let's go back ever so slightly. Go to highlights, camera, behind goal low, and corner there. Right, pause it there. Let's knock the steering highlight speed down. Let's minimise that for a minute, and that one. We'll bring them back up in a moment. Come on. I really want to see how close this gets, because this was really, really a good save by Donnarumma. Evra played the ball in. It's headed by Janet. Oh, what a save by Donnarumma to come across and just about get there. Go back to live now and go back to where it was. Camera 2D Classic. Right there. Loving that new camera angle to be able to see stuff like that. Polly clears it. And Griffo's chasing with Evra. Plays it up. Paletta. Antonelli. Cuccio. Plays the ball out looking for Griffo, but doesn't get anywhere near it. It's going to end the half there. We should do. We've gone over the 120-minute mark now. They score, I'll be annoyed. Torre. Is that Colo Torre they've got? No, O Torre. Udra Torre. Don't know. But I'm surprised he hasn't blown the full-time whistle and make it go to penalties. And there it goes. It's going to a penalty shootout. I have no idea how this is going to go, so let's just add in top 5 players and just go for it. But we're going to pause this, go to behind goal low as well, because this is what we want to see. And we're going to minimise that as Montalivo goes and scores and puts us 1-0 up in the shootout. Right, Bonucci, can Donnarumma make a good save? Yes, he can. What a save by Donnarumma. A very easy penalty for him to save as well. Straight down the middle. Honda going on his left and puts in the bottom corner. Nothing Buffon could do there. And this is the first time we've had a penalty shootout on our channel, I believe. Janik. Where's Donnarumma going? Straight down the middle again, and he saves another one. And Juventus are buckling here. But Lotti, can he make a mark on his debut and score the penalty? Oh, he can, and very unlucky for Buffon. It looked like it went through his legs. Asamoah's got to score. And he's put it in the top corner. Nothing Donnarumma could do to that one. And who's going to have this penalty? Is it Kucha? No, Griffo on his debut. Can he net the winning penalty? Oh, how's that not gone in? He saved and pushed it into the post. Hernandez. And he's put it wide. And we've won the cup. Let's put this back to 2D Classic before anything else happens. And what a lovely win there. And very dramatic. To win that on penalty. Saying it, no goals with 2 goals in the 90+ minute. To come away with the win on penalties is absolutely shocking. I was not expecting that to happen in that game. And what, we get 1.72 million for winning it. And the players are happy, the fans are happy. I actually want to click on Juventus. I actually want to see where Dybala is in the team. He's not injured. Same with Higuain. They weren't injured and they weren't playing. Probably their 2 best strikers. No, scratch that. They are their 2 best strikers and they weren't even playing them. Which is quite strange. But I'm not going to complain. If they're going to put a weakened strike force out against us, I'm really quite happy with that. So let's have a look at the schedule. We have 3 friendlies. So we're going to come back for the game against Roma, guys. So if you've enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and next time on the AC Charge, we're going to be rocking and rolling into this season. And I'm hoping you've enjoyed this and are going to stick around and subscribe to the channel so we have more Football Manager 17 content coming up. And I'll see you next time, guys.